Okay, this daily law for today is so on point. See your shadow. My devil had long been caged. He came out roaring. Dr. Jekyll. The writer Robert Louis Stevenson expressed the law of repression in the novel The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, published in 1886. The main character, Dr. Jekyll, is a well-respected and wealthy doctor/scientist with impeccable manners, so much like the paragons of goodness in our culture. He invents a concoction that transforms him into Mr. Hyde, the embodiment of his shadow, who proceeds to unalive and essay and indulge in the wildest of sensual pleasures. Stevenson's idea is that the more civilized and moral we outwardly become, the more potentially dangerous is the shadow, which we so fiercely deny. The solution is not more repression or correctness. We can never alter human nature through forced niceness. The pitchfork doesn't work. Nor is the solution to seek release for our shadow in the group, which is volatile and dangerous. Instead, the answer is to see our shadow in action and become more self-aware. It is hard to project onto others our own secret impulses or to over-idealize some cause once we are made aware of the mechanism operating within us. So getting to know our shadow instead of running from it or suppressing it makes it less dangerous because we're aware that certain actions, thoughts, or behaviors are stemming from that part of us that we know is our job to overcome and to heal. Through self-knowledge, we can find a way to integrate the dark side into our consciousness productively and creatively. In doing so, we become more authentic and complete, exploiting to the maximum the energies we naturally possess. So essentially, getting to know your shadow so you can know certain pains that you have that need to be expressed. And if you're aware that this is your shadow that you're looking at, you can choose to express the darkness in a creative way, in a helpful way, in a healing way, as opposed to suppress, then it just explodes and comes out whenever it feels like it's convenient. So your shadow can work for or against you. What determines which way it goes is your willingness to look at it, your willingness to face it, and your willingness to get to know what it's trying to teach you. And then you are in control then of how you express it. My devil had long been caged. He came out roaring. Dr. Jekyll suppressed, and then allowed it to come out in negative ways. You can face it, get to know it, and transmute it in a way that allows you to heal and is a guiding light for others to do the same. So don't run from your shadow, don't suppress your shadow. Turn around and look at your shadow like it's a part of you that just needs healing and love. And when you give it that, you can express in order to transmute instead of express in order to have part of you break out of the cage because it doesn't want to be suppressed. It wants to be understood and loved back into healing.